I got it. Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. I got the new YSL Y in today, and yeah, no patience. Already opened it, already been wearing it. The new Y Eau de Parfum Intense. You gotta love it, just the naming conventions. Eau de Parfum, Le Parfum. Now you need a new one. Eau de Parfum Intense. Haha, genius. Next up, we can look forward to Le Parfum Intense, or maybe it'd be Le Parfum Absolute. But yeah, we got the new Eau de Parfum Intense in today. Already opened it. Basically, the second it came in, I just tore the box up, you know, like a Tasmanian devil, pulled it out, sprayed it on, been wearing it. And I'm gonna give you guys my first impressions. I bought mine from Macy's, and it is pricey. We'll talk about that also. And I also ordered a second bottle, and that one I will give away to one of you guys in today's video, because I got no use for two bottles. I'm never gonna go through this one. So one of you out there, you win this fragrance. Stay tuned for that. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into it. We'll take a look at the presentation. I'll let you know what I think about it. Y Eau de Parfum Intense. So, the price point. I bought mine from Macy's. This is a 100 ml size bottle. It cost me $148 US. So like I said, it ain't cheap. But you can save a little bit of money by getting the 50 ml size bottle. That one only cost $123. Yeah, you don't save that much, do you? You pay $25 more for 50 milliliters more of fragrance. So that's why I just went with the 100 ml size on this one. All right, guys, let's do the presentation first, like always, and then we can start jibber jabbering about the fragrance and all that good stuff. So let's do it. Here you got the box. This is your typical YSL Y style box. Not really any different than the other ones that you're gonna find in the line. You got the name of the house, name of the fragrance, size and concentration on the front there. Up top, you have the YSL logo. Really nothing on the sides. On the back, you have some ingredient information and also some cautions. Flammable until dry. Keep away from flames. Avoid spraying in eyes. I know that they have to put that, but I love that they have to put that, because that means at some point in time there was somebody like, I wonder if you just don't do that. What are you doing? Also got your barcode on the back there, and on the bottom of the box, your badge code. Mine is 38W0019. And here we have the bottle. Again, your typical YSL Y style. I think it looks good, very classy, modern looking. This one has blue coloration, kind of a deep blue coloration. No gradient or anything like that. Looks nice. On the bottom, you have your sticker with your badge code, the cap, very nice with the YSL logo up top. And it does click into place. What do you say we share a couple sprays here? Let's do it. Let's see how it goes. Oof. Atomizer's good, just like all the YSL Y fragrances. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. Let's talk about Y Eau de Parfum Intense, and also how it stacks up against Y Eau de Parfum. Because of course you got to compare it to Y Eau de Parfum, because this is the Eau de Parfum Intense, right? I almost dropped it. Okay, first things first. Can you tell that it is a Y fragrance? Absolutely. Yes, 100%. This does have that Y DNA to it. I actually had my wife smell it first thing as soon as I sprayed it on, and the first thing she said was, yeah, you can tell that's a Y. And then the second thing out of her mouth was, that smells really good. But yeah, she made a face, said it smelled awesome, and I love the opening of Y Eau de Parfum Intense. I think this stuff smells absolutely amazing off the rip. Now, it does have a noticeable difference from Y Eau de Parfum off the top. Y Eau de Parfum does have citrus, but it's focused more on that apple. And that's really what draws people in with Y Eau de Parfum, is that apple. It's sweet, it's fruity, and it really kind of sets the mold for what Y Eau de Parfum is. Like, as soon as you smell that off the top, that apple, you know, oh yeah, it's Y Eau de Parfum. Now with Y Eau de Parfum Intense, the apple, yeah, not there. So instead, it's concentrating on citrus. It gives it a different kind of take on that opening as compared to Y Eau de Parfum. Actually, off the top, like in the very initial opening stages, I would say Y Eau de Parfum Intense is a little bit more fresh than Y Eau de Parfum is, because that citrus comes across with a little more zing to it, a little more sparkle to it as compared to Y Eau de Parfum. Again, taking nothing away from Y Eau de Parfum. In the opening, that smells great, and I love the apple. It's just a different approach to the open. So you have this ginger citrus combo in the top of Y Eau de Parfum Intense here. Get a little bit of that juniper flair in the background, add some nice nuance, a little bit of an aromatic feel, and those aromatics come out more as the fragrance dries down. It's gonna be vetiver and patchouli in the base of Y Eau de Parfum Intense, and it's not a vetiver that's like a rough around the edges vetiver. It does have a woody feel to it, but it's more like an amber woody vetiver, if that makes any sense. And Y Eau de Parfum Intense also has this kind of almost creaminess to it, like this light vanilla-like sweetness back behind everything as the fragrance dries down. And for the most part, the notes between these two are shared notes, so it's kind of like using the same blueprint, but then adjusting everything, like adjusting the color palette so that you get a different result. Now, I'm not saying they're exactly the same, no breakdown wise, I'm just saying pretty similar. A few things different, yes, but overall the idea is pretty similar is what I mean. So yeah, Y Eau de Parfum in the opening, actually fresher in that initial blast, not as sweet, and it remains not as sweet the whole way through. As it dries down, a little more mature, a little more grown up, has this additional woodiness that comes through in Eau de Parfum Intense as compared to the Eau de Parfum. It's a little bit smoother, I would say, a little bit warmer as well. The versatility is here, just like you would expect. I mean, pretty much every Y fragrance is quite versatile. Even the least versatile Y fragrance is more versatile than your average fragrance, you could say. So Y Eau de Parfum Intense does have very good versatility. You can use it lots of different situations, lots of different places, but I would say between the two, that Y Eau de Parfum probably is the more versatile fragrance overall and would be for more people. In terms of seasonality, when you would use Y Eau de Parfum Intense, realistically, any month, any season. It's one of those fragrances that you can pull it off pretty well, just as long as you know how it works off your skin and adjust your sprays up and down as necessary. But overall, the ones that it's going to be best suited for, probably gonna be spring and fall. Those neutral weather months, where it's nice outside, but it's not really hot. It's also not really cold. Months like that. Daytime or nighttime use, for me, either one. Starts off fresher, feeling more like a daytime fragrance. As it dries down, feels more like an evening fragrance. It is office safe. It would be a good date night fragrance. It's a great casual fragrance. It has enough of a classiness to it that you could wear it in more formal situations if you wanted to, but I wouldn't go too heavy with the trigger. And depending on who you ask, they might actually say that Y Eau de Parfum Intense is fresher than Y Eau de Parfum, depending on how they interpret the sweetness. Because Y Eau de Parfum, as I've said a few times now, is quite sweet. From the opening into the dry down, it maintains that sweetness. And for a lot of people, that just makes it an absolutely killer fragrance because people love sweet scents. Your average person loves sweet stuff. Y Eau de Parfum Intense has reined that sweetness in by a pretty good amount. Like if you spray these on side by side, once they're heading through the mid into the dry down, yeah, you'll smell them and be like, oh, Y Eau de Parfum is maintaining a lot of that sweetness. Whereas with the Intense version, a lot of it has kind of dropped off by that point. So depending on how you interpret that, you might actually think of Y Eau de Parfum Intense as a fresher take on Y Eau de Parfum. And I will say also, just as far as performance goes, this one is interesting to me. I'll tell you right now, my first impression, I love this stuff. Like I'm gonna wear this heavy in the months to come. But I do think this is gonna be that type of fragrance that some people despise because it can be cloying. I think you spray too much, this can cause headaches. I think a lot of times when people say, oh, that fragrance, it's a headache inducer. I think a lot of times it's people overreacting, Unless you're hitting yourself with like 15, 20, 25 sprays, at that point, all bets are off. But if you're wearing it normally, what most people would consider normal wear, we'll say, most headaches, unless you have an aversion to fragrances, they're not gonna cause a headache. But this one, I think you go too heavy, you could be in for a hard time. I really enjoy Le Parfum so much, Y Le Parfum, but I think I'm gonna put this one right up there, kind of with EDP. Just first impression, dig it. It sucks that it's so pricey. That is not good. I'm not pumped about that. Basically $300 what I spent on 2 bottles. But you know, is what it is. Let's do the giveaway because this video is run long and I forgot to talk about that. So it is a still sealed bottle of Y Eau de Parfum Intense. I've only got the 1 to give away because I only bought 2. I mean, that was expensive enough, okay? If you want to be entered in the giveaway, like the video, be subscribed to the channel, and also give me a follow on Instagram at gents_scents. So I'll link that in the description. And you have to leave a comment because then the random comment picker can't find you because there's no comment. So also leave a comment if you want to be entered in the giveaway. Just let me know what your favorite blue fragrance is. That's all you got to do. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be YSL. You know, it can be whatever. We'll give it about 10 days for people to enter. And after that, I will pick a winner with random comment picker. I'll post it up on the community tab of the YouTube channel. And if you're the winner, go ahead and get in touch with me, send me your information. It'll have all the details when I make the post about the winner. And lastly, I gotta say this, I always gotta say this, there will be fake commenters down below pretending to be me saying, hey, you won, go ahead and hit me up on Telegram, all that stuff. Those are all scammers. Just block them, report them to YouTube, whatever, but don't send them any money. I'm not gonna ask you for a penny, okay? Those aren't me, those are all scammers. Those are douchebags. Ignore them. I always have to say that. All right, that'll do it. Y Eau de Parfum Intense this year, getting better and better. It's like Christmas every day. Getting in these fragrances and I'm loving them. 2023, I'm calling it. If I'm wrong, then holy crap, things went wrong. Everything fell apart if I'm wrong. But 2023 is gonna have better designer releases than 2022, hands down. I feel like it's not gonna be close. I feel like at the end of the year, we're gonna look at the releases from this year, compare them to last year, and just be like, oh yeah, 2023 is so much better. We are off to such a head start. Like I said, if that doesn't come true, something bad happened. I'm out of here. Been talking forever. Thank you guys so much. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. Stay safe out there.